Shut up and sit down.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 20 of the Realest Guys Podcast. I'm your co-host.
We got a little blast from the past this time.
We kind of do.
Yeah. Kyle left us.
But we do have Josh Too Good Crocker.
Over there.
Over her. And we got Mario the Rican.
Over here.
Wolverine.
What up, guys?
Yeah. So, episode 20.
It's been a ride.
2-0.
2-0.
We made it. Before the end of the year.
20 coincides with something we might talk about a little bit later.
Something.
We'll see. Almost the end of the year, too. Thanksgiving next year. Next week. Next year. It's the year of Thanksgiving.
There is a Thanksgiving next year. You are correct.
2017, the year of Thanksgiving.
No, but, I mean, we could mention it. We're episode 20.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the 20-year anniversary of the Rock's premiere.
The most electrifying man.
In sports entertainment. And also...
our future president. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He'll rock your vote, 2020.
Hey, there's a slogan. I wasn't going to say the sexiest man alive, but...
undoubtedly. Indubitably.
No, that's what People Magazine made him.
I don't care what People Magazine says.
Okay. But, I mean, I was saying it from People Magazine. What were you referencing?
Listen to your heart.
Oh, goodness. We got a jam-packed show. Kyle had to get some stitches. He got into a bar fight. And
got thrown through a barbershop window.
Yes, he did. But then he got back up and used some pepper spray.
Yeah, but he still ended up getting Janetti.
And he actually sprayed himself in the eyes with the pepper spray, tripped, and actually cut his hand on sidewalk, which is really weird.
I'm glad you said hand. I was going somewhere way more.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
We're cut his Kaepernick.
So, I don't know what happened with Kyle. He said he got stitches, so I hope he's doing good. Sly guy, I guess, wasn't too sly today.
Or maybe he was too sly, he slipped.
Yeah. I don't know, this is...
We did manage to get his picks.
Yes, we got his picks.
Because this Sunday, it happens. Team Raw, Team Smackdown. We got Survivor Series this Sunday.
Survivor Series. Man.
Yo, the year's just going by quick.
Flying, man.
We've got, what, eight more pay-per-views left before the end of the year?
And 4 or 5 network events.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a busy year for WWE.
Been a busy year for the Realest Guys.
Yes, it has. It's been a fun one, though. Mm-hmm. And it's just the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Just the beginning. So, speaking about beginning, let's go ahead and...
actually begin the episode?
Yeah, let's go ahead and... just talk about... for everyone who participated in the... a couple weeks ago, Extra Life. Yes, everyone who participated in Extra Life 2016, whether it was with us or with another organization, thank you very much. They raised $6 million?
They raised $6 million in that first day, that first actual day of play. Yeah. Total to date, Extra Life has raised $8,338,500.
Holy smokes.
That's year to date. And just on the day of play, which was November 5th, we raised over $6 million.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the money went to Dell Children's. Right?
All the money that I raised went to Dell's Children.
We raised, right? We raised, yeah. But all the money altogether went towards children.
Yeah, Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Yes.
And they're still accepting donations if you want to still donate. If you didn't get a chance to, they're still accepting donations over at extra-life.org. You can search for our group, Realest Guys Podcast. And if you have a Children's Miracle Network hospital in your town that directly impacts you, that you know somebody, or you maybe in your past had some affiliation with that hospital. You can choose to donate to that hospital directly. As far as Dell's Children's Hospital, quick little tangent before we actually dive into Raw and everything. Local company, Rooster Teeth, a media company here in Austin, they raised almost $900,000 during their stream. And
whoa!
And Dell's Children is going to be using that money, and I'm not sure if also the money that other teams from the Austin area raised, but definitely using that money from Rooster Teeth to build a new mental health facility for the teenage kids who are suffering through, schizophrenia, suicidal thoughts, stuff like that. That's money that they have earmarked for that. So that was awesome.
That's awesome.
Great job by Rooster Teeth on that.
Yeah. So it was great times had by all. Heads were shaved. Money was raised.
It got a little crazy at the end.
Games were played.
But
definitely thank you, everyone. Of course, you can reach us on Twitter, Realest Guys PC, on Facebook, Realest Guys Podcast. Follow us on iTunes. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Follow us. Subscribe on YouTube. All the other fun things. We are there, Realest Guys Podcast. But man, this is episode 20. Let's go ahead and get into Raw. What a show! What's up, man? What you got for me?
I got a good show for you. I actually really enjoyed this episode of Raw this week. We start off, like we said, it's Survivor Series on Monday, so we get the usual pep talk. I can do with less Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon, to be honest with you. I think that shtick is done and over with, but it is what it is. And they make a match to kick off the show. We've got the two champions. Your U.S. champ, Roman Reigns. My Universal champ, Kevin Owens. I was trying to figure out my name. Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns going up against Cesaro and Sheamus, which is still a thing. Which is still annoying me.
It's still a thing. Indeed.
It was a good match. Told a solid story. You have Roman and Owens bickering. As they build up that intrigue. Ultimately, Owens and Reigns win. Reigns hits the Superman punch on Sheamus and then puts Owens' limp body on top of it for the pin. It was a good back and forth match, hard hitting match. Your standard affair. I mean, at this point, it kind of sucks saying it. They are still kind of going through the motions because I feel like as much as like you and I and Kyle we talk about, there's just too much now. We went from having just enough WWE to I feel like we're overloaded with WWE now. Every 2 weeks we have a new pay-per-view. We've got 3 hours of Raw. We got 2 hours of Smackdown. We've got all the network shows. The hardcore fans that I consider us to be amongst kind of got our fill with WWE. And I kind of feel like the roster might be starting to feel that a little bit now. So a lot of these matches are kind of going through the motions, yes, but being the professionals that they are, they're still able to deliver a good match, which this was. Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about that match.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't really have much to say about it either. My boy Reigns, that's pretty much it. That's it, dude.
It's Reigns being Reigns.
It's Reigns being Reigns.
Sami Zayn beats Bo Dallas, who had like a 5 match winning streak or something like that. But Zayn beats Dallas. It makes sense. He's got a match coming up with Ziggler for the IC title, so we get a 6-man tag match between the other 3 members of Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, and Braun Strowman, going up against the Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day, who will be a part of the 10-man tag team elimination traditional Survivor Series match, however they want to phrase that. Thing's a mouthful. Braun Strowman.
He's a beast.
Listen, Kevin Owens is bae. I'll say that till the cows come home.
Hate that word.
Braun Strowman is a side beast, though. I am digging on Strowman lately.
Side beast? Or side piece?
I see what you did there. He's a side beast. I like that. I like that better than side piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the side beast. He might be the main beast because Brock Lesnar, we'll see what happens with
crazy.
That. He's ridiculous. You tweeted out that gif of him kipping up the other day. Dude is smooth.
Yeah.
Dude is smooth. I'm really at 6'8", 380 pounds, moving like that. Massive. He's ridiculous. So, Strowman running around doing his power stick, taking out the entire New Day out on the apron. I liked him winning with a running power slam. It just old school fan here.
Yeah.
I love seeing old school moves like that get over.
I'm not really a big fan of his reverse choke slam thing.
No.
It just looks weird.
It looks weird, but it also looks devastating. I mean, you're face planting basically from almost 9 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
But the running power slam, I mean, you're dropping from 7 feet up in the air with an extra 400 pounds on top of you.
Right.
It's dope. It's dope. Anywho, so the rest of Team Raw, they win their matchup. Braun Strowman comes over looking good. Jericho had a funny bit early in the thing with the scarves, which I thought was pretty funny. Just because, I don't know, Jericho just got it now, and I'm loving Jericho right now. Every minute, I'm drinking that one in.
Yeah. And Seth Rollins got his pedigree in at the end of that match.
He did. I'm still surprised they're still letting him run with the pedigree. I don't know if...
I skimmed past an article where he said the reason why he kept it, but I didn't read it.
Oh. I thought you were going to have some insight here. You're Josh's news corner. Come on now.
Yep. Nope. Didn't read it. I don't know. I think it's part of his...
Well, I know he can't go back to the curb stomp. I know that. Like, that's been banned for...
No, he's used it since it was supposed to be banned. He used it like once or twice, but... Since
he teamed up with Triple H, I thought that was one of the reasons teaming him up with Triple H was to...
Yeah.
Pass on the pedigree, and that way that becomes his main finisher.
Yeah, I mean, it is his main finisher now. But I've seen him do the curb stomp, like... Because there was a time where he said it was banned, and then he did it, and I was like, what the heck? But he did the pedigree after that, and that's all he's been doing. Fair. But that's just part... I mean, are you going to choose another finisher for him?
I kind of like his superplex into the Falcon Arrow thing. I do really dig that. That could be... It won't be a finish, but as a signature move, I feel like it might be enough to take out some people.
This is WWE we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Not 3 finishers.
2K17. Yeah. Anywho, moving along from that match, we get a match that was probably longer to set up the ring with the freaking purple stuff than it was to actually take place. The Cruiserweight champ Brian Kendrick beats Sin Cara. Whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of done with the Cruiserweights, to be honest with you. It's just the whole ruining of the immersion just kind of ruins it for me.
I love the Cruiserweights as wrestlers, but WWE kind of ruined it for me.
Well, I mean, WWE did what they do with anything else that they touch that isn't inherently theirs. They ruined it. They did it with the NWO. They did it with Fandangoing. They're doing it with the Cruiserweights. I mean, it's just this thing where WWE gets a hold of something that is universally loved, and then when they try to put their spin on it, it spins the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what made the Cruiserweights work previous was like we've said before, man, mixing it up with the entire show. Mm-hmm. Having Cruiserweights fight bigger people too, like normal sized people, because you can kind of show some David versus Goliath storylines and just keeping the ropes the same, for goodness sakes.
If Rey Mysterio debuted today in the WWE, he would never be a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Never. They would never give him a second look, which makes absolutely no sense.
The only Cruiserweight that has a chance to do anything and be anything right now, with the way the setting is Kalisto. Because he's not restricted to the Cruiserweights yet.
Well, we'll
that's probably going to change, but that's what I'm saying. Where it's at right now, Kalisto's the only Cruiserweight that has the ability to just surpass that moniker.
Because being on Smackdown as the only Cruiserweight, he's not, he's not fighting people his size.
But anyway.
That leads us to what I would say is probably the main event of the show, even though it happened in the middle of the show. We get Goldberg finally facing off with Brock Lesnar in the ring. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. For a 50-plus-year-old man, Goldberg looked pretty nice on Monday night.
Oh, yeah.
He looked pretty
Someone's
nice.
In shape.
Yeah, definitely. I was kind of worried.
Same here.
In terms of... I didn't expect him to be like 6-pack abs type of dude, but I was worried maybe we'll see a little like not necessarily a beer gut, but a little pudginess, a little doughiness. He's not as rock solid.
Yeah.
Dude been hitting the gym.
Yes.
He's been doing his DDP yoga. Paul Heyman, just being Paul Heyman on the mic, getting huge heat was awesome.
Yes.
Consistently repeating himself. I can do without the whole family thing, just because I felt that was kind of forced in there.
Yeah. It's a different. We're seeing a different Goldberg.
Yeah.
Than we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
One that I've never seen Goldberg talk this much. I've never seen Goldberg have a sentimental side. His character has always been not talk much, go handle business, kind of like Roman Reigns should be.
Yeah. True.
But now we're getting a different Goldberg. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
The family thing is kind of what's kind of putting him over in certain aspects. So I don't mind it that much. Paul Heyman mentioning his kids over and over again and kind of pushing Goldberg over the edge was a nice little touch.
I just feel like, and WWE has done a great job building this up. It went from a match that I think when it was first announced, we both kind of took a poo-poo on it.
Took a poo-poo.
Because it was like, this is a video game feud. Basically, like literally and figuratively, this was a video game feud. And as the weeks have progressed, I found myself more and more invested into the match. I just let it be beast versus beast. Just let it be that. There's in my opinion, there was no need. I can see where you're coming from with adding that extra layer on Goldberg, but Goldberg's here for this one match. He's not going to be back in the ring after this. I'm fairly certain of it.
Well, he in an interview he did mention literally yesterday or the day before. It was the day after Raw where he was saying that at the moment right now it seems to be maybe his last. He did say though that he really wants to see how he feels after the match, determining if he's going to have more. So it's not a closed door. But
all right. I'll bite my tongue on that. I just hope he doesn't seriously injure himself come Sunday. That's all.
Yeah.
We segue from there into a women's tag team match with women's champ Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks going up against Nia Jax and Alicia Fox.
Honestly, after the Goldberg thing, I didn't watch that much.
Fair enough. I mean, this is what I like to call a cool me down from the high that was Goldberg Lesnar, and it sucks because the women in the ring, they can go. It wasn't like Dana Brooke was out there. Alicia Fox can actually go. Nia Jax, even though she's greener than goose crap, she can still go.
They should have had the next match be in that time slot.
That's how you blow out your crowd. If you go hype. It's like Barney's hype mix in How I Met Your Mother. It can't be all hype.
No.
You have to rise and
the
fall.
match after the women's match.
The tag team match.
6-man tag. They should have had that to give the women an opportunity.
Oh, to give them that. Okay, fair.
Have that. No one cares. I'm sorry. No one cares about Golden Truth and Shining Stars. No one cares. Put that match in after Goldberg, and then give the women, your women's champion, the spotlight. That just makes sense to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But so they didn't do the women.
Well, they haven't
justice.
We've talked about them not really having done the women's division on Raw justice.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but anyway, Alicia Fox loses that match for her team, and that match is over. Which we then go into, as you alluded to, the tag team match between we had the Realest Guys, we had the Club going up against the Golden Truth and the Shining Stars. Magic Killer to Primo, and the match is over. I mean, I get what you're saying, where they probably could have done it a little better, but we all know what Monday was building to. Monday was building to the confrontation between Team Smackdown and Team Raw. Jericho, as per usual, was just a beast on the mic. Calling out No Chin, calling out AJ Styles, calling everybody out. He did his thing. Braun Strowman again looking really strong in the main event. I'm super excited to see him square up with Bray Wyatt. I feel like that's going to be a big focus on the match.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
That'll be fun. Bray saying, hey, I'm going to come over here and destroy the monster that I created. Don't forget that I created you. I brought you in. Dean Ambrose, being the freaking hothead that he is, has to ensue a melee. It was a very good end to Raw. Team Raw standing on top. The only thing I didn't like, and this is Roman Reigns being the one having to stand tall. He had to be the one to not eat anything. They go into their back and forth, brouhaha shenanigans, but then, he's got to hit the Superman punch. I think Michael Cole slipped up and called it the big dog punch, by the way. I don't know if you caught that.
No.
Yeah, he called it the big dog punch. And then he had to get away from Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt wasn't allowed to hit his finisher on Roman Reigns, like they normally don't allow anybody to hit their finisher on Roman Reigns. And then we get a double power bomb, which doesn't look as epic, but when you're getting thrown over the ropes, that did look pretty dope. AJ Styles getting thrown over the ropes to the rest of Team Smackdown. Can we save it with the Roman Reigns? He's the U.S. champ. You know who should be having that spot? Your top title holder should be the one standing tall, should have his music playing. He should be the one. And this is nothing to do with, my baby being the Universal Champ. It could have been Seth Rollins. It could have been Seth Rollins. He ended up standing tall with Roman Reigns. You have your top champion be the one to basically conquer the enemy team.
Here's the thing. I don't think it was as much Roman Reigns as it was getting that nostalgia of the Shield feel at the end. I think they were more so going for that as opposed to Roman Reigns standing tall.
Okay.
But I don't care. Roman Reigns is my dog.
That's your boo. That's your boo, so I know you don't care.
So he stand tall. Whoop-de-whoop. So, that was Raw.
Yeah.
That was Raw. So moving on, we have Josh's News Corner.
Oh, I missed my mark.
You did. You're eating candy. What are you eating?
No, I was eating ice. Can we do that?
We have a bucket of candy right here.
I didn't want to open a wrapper.
And you wanted to choose ice.
Hold on. That's a Reese's.
Get you on.
Okay, let's do it again.
All right. Here we go. Josh's News Corner. Cool.
Ignore the Reese's wrapper being open.
Just open it.
No, go ahead. It's under the table. I can't hear it.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so...
You had the pumpkin Reese? I'm jealous. I just got a regular Reese.
I did. I had the pumpkin Reese's. Lots. That's the benefit of having kids. You just eat all their Halloween candy.
I just got a dog.
So to start off the news, we have some cool stuff with Shawn Michaels. Over the last few months, we've been hearing grumblings about him being involved with NXT, or the Performance Center, rather. And so there's a little bit more details that have come out that part of his role is going to be pretty much, this isn't what they call it, but I guess this is what I'm calling it. He's going to be a transition coach. Pretty much prepping superstars or young superstars, rookies, from, rookies within the Performance Center. That transition between Performance, or NXT and
main roster.
So, pretty much working on character, working on ring presence, working on pretty much the intricacies of pretty much everything surrounding the ring on the top level. Which he does the best.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna have anybody be somebody who wants to get people main roster ready, you're gonna want Shawn Michaels. It's sorely needed. We don't need another case of Apollo Crews, of Tyler Breeze, Adam Rose. These people who were on NXT were stars. They were stars on NXT. And they get brought up to the main roster and immediately just sink.
Yes. It's how to transition from NXT stardom to WWE stardom.
Yeah.
You know, because any of those, listen, some of them are gimmicky, like very gimmicky.
Adam Rose was very gimmicky.
However, I believe with the help of someone like Shawn Michaels, he could make it work.
Yeah.
On main roster.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be beneficial for all those guys going to the next level. I'm excited to see what is going to be produced. Now, this is still all not official. This is just word, but, you know, I've read multiple sources say so. Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. Look forward to the future of the WWE. We were talking about Goldberg earlier and hoping he doesn't get injured on Sunday.
Did you like that foreshadow?
Yes. However, he got hurt a little bit throwing around security guards on Monday Night Raw.
Did you spot the third Uso? Did you see him?
No.
Yeah, there was a third Uso. He looked like the skinny version of Jimmy and Jay.
Huh.
But this was like Jimmy and Jay last year when they were, you know, doing the haka and stuff. Not gangsta Jimmy and Jay now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a minor shoulder deal. He said his body felt terrible in that same interview I referenced earlier, where he's going to see how he does on a match on Sunday to determine if he's going to do more. If he hurt his shoulder throwing around 180-pound, 200-pound security guards, dude, what's he going to look like after he visits Suplex City?
And we knew that would be an issue. We knew that was going to be an issue going into this match. Was, you know, Goldberg, even in his heyday, was not somebody you would consider a technician in the ring, not somebody who was necessarily had a reputation of being a safe worker. Now you fast forward that, you know, 20 years or so, 15, 20 years, and all he really did in between that time was get older. That's all he did, was get older. He hasn't been wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, his last match being back in 2002 at WrestleMania 20. So he's got 14 years of ring rust on his body. At the same time, he hasn't necessarily needed to be in tip-top shape. So we talked a little bit about how good he looked on Monday. What potential drawbacks happen from having to get into that shape at that age? You know, you could be doing all the workouts that you want to be doing, all the nutritional stuff that you might be intaking. At that age, it's difficult to put your body through that shape.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, was it a couple weeks? Yeah, a couple weeks ago when he had the brawl with Rusev, he slipped. And I think in that same interview, he alluded a little bit to, you know, what the reporter asked him, what do you think that was a sign your body might be telling you to slow down? And he said, yeah, definitely. You know? So already we're having him doubting himself heading into this match. So it'll be interesting to see if, you know, what goes on with that match.
Yeah.
Especially if we have potential here to look and basically literally get a carbon copy of what happened at Madison Square Garden all those years ago, where the crowd just completely turns on the match.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, he did say he's hurt now. Doesn't mean he's going to be hurt on Sunday. I don't know how much of that is tough man talking, just to make himself feel better.
And how much of it could be a story too?
Exactly. So we just have to wait and see what happens. I'm going to end it on kind of a funnier note. Well, no, I won't. Actually, yeah, I'm going to end it on a funny note. So I'm going to mention this one thing. We were talking about the cruiserweights.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh. I mentioned it on the show a couple weeks ago. The WWE is going to have a cruiserweight-only program exclusively on the WWE Network starting at the end of November. It's going to be something 205.
Is that the weight limit for cruiserweight?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I think this is going to influence my pick later in the show. But I think if they're going to move in that direction, first of all, one of the big things with the cruiserweights and Raw was that it was an exclusive thing to Raw. Obviously, now if they're going to do a whole show dedicated to cruiserweights, if it's going to be in-ring action, then you can't say that it's exclusive to Raw anymore, because now you have another show on the WWE Network for just $9.99 a month. There's your plug. Highlighting them. If they do that, and they take the cruiserweights off Raw, and use them exclusively as a network draw, dude, I'm 100% for that.
Yeah.
Now I'm okay with the cruiserweights having a purple rope, purple lighting, being completely segregated from the rest of the show because, hey, they've got their own show. I'm cool with that. It'll be pretty much like the CWC, where they had their own thing. They were doing their own thing, not necessarily out of sight or out of mind because they were referencing it on Raw and SmackDown, but they were their own separate entity. If they do that, I'm all for it. If they're still going to incorporate it on Raw and be touting, well, this is a Raw exclusive and this, that, and third, I'm not too high on that list.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty everything. I ditto everything you say.
Pokeball.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It just...
It can't be exclusive to Raw anymore.
No.
If they have their own thing. Especially if it's gonna start airing right after SmackDown, then after 205, then they're gonna have Talking Smack. So if they're gonna have the Cruiserweights fight probably in the same arena as SmackDown, just after it's off the air and on the network, that means technically they're gonna be on both shows.
And it circles back to what I was saying earlier. Fatigue is going to start setting in very, very quickly. And WWE is going to have to figure out a way to solve this. Again, yes, this affects a very minority, I would say, of fans. The more hardcore fans are the ones that, you know, they're watching Raw, they're watching your pay-per-views, they're watching SmackDown, they're watching Talking Smack, they're watching NXT, they're going to watch whatever this 205 show is going to be. They might be watching Ring of Honor, they might be watching TNA, they might be watching Lucha Underground, AAA, whatever the case may be. I mean, now you're getting...
Yeah, I couldn't keep it up, because I was starting to watch Lucha Underground, but I just...
It's just so much content now to consume, and, you know, I'm afraid WWE might be reaching that point where, you know, it's going to start dropping. You see it with the NFL, and yeah, obviously you're not going to compare the NFL to the WWE, but you see it with the NFL now. They're just so oversaturating their market. I mean, Thursday night games are just crap because they're just rushing to throw out games now on Thursday. Pretty soon we're going to have Saturday night football. It wouldn't surprise me. I know with the NCAA and stuff, but it wouldn't surprise me if all of a sudden we're going to move towards having 4 nights a week of football, of professional football, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But
no, exactly my sentiment.
That's the other drawback with WWE 205 or whatever they call it.
Yep. Well, my final piece of Josh's News Corner is I don't know if we're going to talk about SmackDown Live next.
Oh, you didn't know?
But there was a brawl between Raw and SmackDown ladies, and in that brawl.
Please play the clip. He's playing loud enough so I can pick it up.
Nikki Bella, and I'm going to put this on Twitter. I'm going to share it. But Nikki Bella got like her tooth chipped, straight up looking goofy on Talking Smack. So I'm going to put it up, and it is hilarious. But, man, she looks funny. So I'm going to end Josh's News Corner with that.
She's looking like Michael Strahan over there.
She looks like she's wearing one of those fake teeth things. Look like a hillbilly. Whoa. You're eating candy?
Nope.
Can I end the
It's a gumball. It's a gumball, okay?
Okay.
Let me just put it in my mouth.
Well, anyway, that wraps up Josh's News Corner. Just to see Mario try to do that with a big old gumball in his mouth was pretty interesting.
It's grape flavored.
It's grape flavored. That purple flavor?
That purple drink.
That purple drink. So we're going to go to SmackDown Live. Kyle, Sly Guy, is...
not here.
So, I'm going to keep talking about SmackDown Live. So, a bunch of stuff happened, and then Undertaker came back.
And then the show ended.
That's the end of the show.
Alright.
Okay. On a serious level,
SmackDown sucks, Raw rules.
Stuff happened, and then The Undertaker came back at the end.
The Miz beat Dolph Ziggler for the IC title.
Yes, he did. That did happen with the help of the Spirit Squad, which is still there.
Remember when Kenny Dykstra was supposed to be a thing? Do you remember that? And then his girlfriend was found canoodling with John Cena.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I'm confused, kind of.
Why is that?
Why'd The Miz win?
Because the belt's going to stay on Smackdown.
And Ziggler wouldn't have been able to do that.
No.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that booking. But, who am I?
What? Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Ziggler wasn't going to beat Sami Zayn. Ziggler was not.
Or do you think they just didn't want two faces going against each other?
Or that.
Whatever.
But, yeah.
Either way, I don't like it. The Miz irritates me, but that's also part of his character.
That's why, honestly, Miz is a good heel.
Yes, he is.
Good heel.
Irritating as all get out. But yeah, with the help of his wife and the Spirit Squad, they got the win over Ziggler. The next one, Kalisto, we talked about him earlier. He had a match with, I think, Oni Lorcan.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, that guy came out the woodworks. Like, Kalisto was still getting in the ring and didn't even let Kalisto finish his entrance. He just attacked Kalisto. So, and he just had this fire. I kind of liked it. He looked like a miniature Cesaro.
Yeah.
In the match. But very much so impressive. Kalisto, gets the win. He had a botch in that match. He went to actually jump off the middle rope and spring backwards. But he kind of missed and just fell in the ring. And so I kind of feel bad for him because he's kind of having quite a bit of botches.
High risk, high reward.
And I kind of felt bad because there was a lot of people in the crowd laughing, which it's understandable, but at the same time, there's that part of me that's like, man, that's already got to be embarrassing. So
it's like that kid.
If you were there, would you laugh?
Oh yeah, and chant you up. I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
I don't know if I could. I'm too nice.
See,
I'm too nice.
That's the Cali in you.
The Cali in me.
I don't know. No, but yeah, I'm that guy. It's like that kid who picked up lunch and then dropped it in the middle of the cafeteria, and then everybody just turns around because the record's scratched and there's no more music playing. And everybody just looks at you, and you're sitting there, and you're like, "Well, time to transfer schools." Not speaking from experience or anything.
So, are you the kid that dropped the lunch?
Like I said, I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
See, I can laugh at friends. That's funny to me. Okay, you're not laughing. That's great. So moving on.
I smell popcorn. Am I having a stroke?
Nope, you are not. We have popcorn, and it is delicious.
Okay.
It's double butter that Pop Secret just came out with. It's better than their extra butter and their movie theater butter.
Better butter?
It's just better butter. Of butterness. Butteriness.
Buttery
It's amazing.
biscuit base. Sorry. I had to show you that video later.
Okay. Nikki Bella versus Carmella. And it's in a no contest because...
Nikki got her mouth kicked in.
Because... Raw. Invaded.
Raw takes over. Raw took over because it happened in past. Took over.
Past tense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grammatically correct.
That was a fail. Okay, but yeah, that was kind of the Raw women still looked dominant in that, except at the end the SmackDown ladies were standing tall in the ring. What's it called though? Naomi, right? Her name? Naomi? Yes. She did like this springboard thing off the very top rope to the outside of the ring on a group of ladies, and that was awesome.
Listen, Naomi is incredibly athletic. Now, if she's a good wrestler or not, that's still up for debate, but she is an athlete. She's ridiculously athletic.
It was awesome. But bodies were flying, and that's pretty much had a end of Raw moment.
Speaking of bodies flying, we had a whole bunch of bodies in the next match.
Yeah.
16-man tag team match.
Honestly, I'm going to be straight up.
Go ahead.
With you. Once they said they went to commercial and came back from commercial, and all of these guys were in the ring, and they said 16-man tag, I hit the fast forward button because I'm like, there's no way there's going to be anything meaningful to this match.
Okay.
What are you going to say?
No, I was trying to fit in you with you DVR, but I couldn't get the words to work.
Yeah, I don't have a DVR.
You Hulu? No.
You who? I Hulu'd?
You Hulu'd.
You Hulu'd.
You Hulu'd. You Hulu'd. You Hulu'd.
So, anyway,
American
Alpha, Hype Bros, Usos, and Breezango defeated the Spirit Squad, Vaudevillains, the Ascension, and the Headbangers because.
So what it was Major League Tag Team versus the Minor League Tag Team of SmackDown. Yeah, that's what that match basically was.
It was the tag teams that are in Survivor Series match against the SmackDown tag teams that are.
Then it comes time for Josh's favorite segment.
My favorite part of the show.
The only part that really happened.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. This is it. Cutting Edge made a return. Edge came back looking like a bum with his beard and his semi-long hair.
Edge looks like the guy that I roll my window up when I'm over on 35. Yeah, that's what he looked like, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks homely, dude. I wasn't feeling it. But he was back nonetheless. He made his rounds talking to each individual in the ring. That's going to be in the SmackDown Men's Survivor Series match. Pretty much.
I have one question. Why does SmackDown get an unfair advantage by having a mascot?
You think James Ellsworth is an advantage?
If you listen to the people, yeah, I do.
We're talking WWE.
Yeah, listen to the fans.
They don't listen to the fans.
That's a good point. That being said, they still have a man advantage.
I'm just kidding. Sometimes they do. See, I'm not that much of a smart like that. But like you.
What does that mean, sir? Sir, you have besmirched my honor.
Besmirched. What about besmarked your honor?
Josh with the puns today.
So he talks to AJ. Actually, skips over AJ and shakes James Ellsworth's hands.
I'm still waiting for my answer. You're not just going to gloss over my question, are you?
What question?
People want to know why SmackDown has a man advantage. Or at least half a man advantage.
Well, I just don't agree that they has an advantage.
Okay.
So, if I don't agree...
Do you think Ellsworth's going to get involved in this match on Sunday?
I think he's going to be a distraction on Sunday.
Okay.
So, he's not an advantage. He's going to be
a distraction to who? To SmackDown? No way. No way.
Yeah, he's been a distraction to Dean Ambrose before.
No way. He's going to get involved in the match and cost for all the match.
You're retarded.
Why I gotta be all that for, though?
Because that doesn't make any sense.
Alright. Okay.
Anyway, James Ellsworth, he'll probably try to do something, but he'll just end up... Here's how it might happen. Okay. He will try to assist Team SmackDown.
And Braun Strowman's gonna eat him.
For, late afternoon snack. I would agree. Yes. No, he'll try to help Team SmackDown probably, but in James Ellsworth fashion, he will be a detriment.
Okay.
To Team SmackDown.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Talk to Randy Orton. Hello, Randy Orton. Are you there? Randy Orton is glossy-eyed.
There's a snake in my boots. That's what Randy Orton said.
Yep.
Wyatt pulled the string.
Yep. Wyatt pulled the string. Bray Wyatt said you're most dangerous Viper. Blah 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 blah. I'm only trying to get through all this to get to the most important part.
Gong. Gong. I don't know, let's be trying to make it
sounds like a... I don't even know what that sounds like.
That was a gong.
It's terrible.
That was a gong.
Bong. Bong.
Listen, we all know what you were trying to get to. You were trying to get to this. I'll play it for you.
You're going to play it?
I'm going to play it.
Okay.
I'm going to play it. Give it a sec here.
Alright.
This is what you were trying to get to.
Yes, so we heard that. Oh man, I was pumped.
Listen, I'll put this volume down. You can talk over this.
So, Undertaker comes back, and I thought you were gonna play it.
Oh, you want me to? Yeah.
dude.
All right.
So, Undertaker comes back, and takes about 100 years to get to the ring, per the norm, right? But I'm pumped because he comes down. Dude, this is really cool talking over this music. Hope it comes through on the microphone. No, he comes down to the ring, and he says that we gotta get the moment in. This is awesome. So, anyway, he gets into the ring, and pretty much says that there's no better person to be the commissioner of SmackDown than someone without fear. And he points to Shane McMahon and tips his hat. Which
that was cool.
Really cool.
That was super cool.
Really cool. And so he said there's 2 reasons that he was there. First reason is that WrestleMania will no longer define The Undertaker. The Undertaker's back, taking souls and digging holes.
Back like hood crack?
Where's that? During the cool music. So he's back, pretty much.
And better than ever.
Yeah.
I couldn't let it go.
I know, right? So, our second thing, he says that SmackDown has no reason to fear failure. That Raw better rest in peace, but if SmackDown loses, they have a reason to fear the dead man. Which is really awesome. I'm excited. The fact that, like he said, that WrestleMania is not going to define him, which I don't think it should. With his whole entire career that he's had, I don't think it should. I say give him one more World Championship reign.
We were talking off the air about the future of that title on SmackDown and how the two of us are kind of petered out on the main event picture on SmackDown. There's how you infuse, granted old blood, but new life into the picture and see where that goes.
So I'm excited for that. Gives a little bit more intrigue for Survivor Series for me. Well, man, that wraps up SmackDown.
Not yet. Not until the music finishes.
Not until the music finishes. This song is really long.
No, I think we're almost on here.
Where are we at?
Okay, no, we still got a minute left.
Yeah,
I'm going to fade it to black. Hold on. Okay, it's done.
Wow.
That was a quick fade.
Smooth fade, buddy. Speaking of Survivor Series, though, that ends SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Survivor Series picks.
Okay.
Or do you want to do
Survivor Series team first?
Favorite Survivor Series teams. Which one do you want to do?
We can let's do the teams first. Let's do the teams first.
Okay,
we'll make our picks.
Okay. Well,
we got quite a few responses over on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we got a couple responses on Facebook.
Did we get any Twitter? You're more in touch with the Twitter side of it.
We did get the Twitter. I gotta pull that up.
All right. While you pull that up, I'm over here on the Realest Guys page, and I'm gonna give a couple shout outs real quick to, and of course the computer decides to make me feel awkward. That picture of me with the comb, it's so bad. So Nicholas Lee writes he would do an all Texas team with Stone Cold as the team.
Wait. That's Niche.
Is that Niche?
That's Niche.
Oh, it's Niche. Okay. We have to get together with him and watch it.
We do.
Sometime soon. But he'd do an all Texas team, which I'm all down for. Stone Cold as the captain, JBL, and he's even got reasons. JBL will be the first guy gone after he eliminates one opponent on the team. Dusty Rhodes just for the fans. Rip in peace, Big Papa. HBK end up being the sole survivor of the team, and because it's a Survivor Series, you have to have the Undertaker on there.
The Undertaker.
That is a solid team.
Yes.
Done even better because it's all Texas fried.
Yes, and we live in Texas. And, despite where we come from, we are in Texas.
Listen, I saw it best. Somebody posted somewhere. I think it's an old saying. I don't know, but I wasn't born in Texas, but I got here as quickly as I could.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
And then Matt Spurlock, his team is just giants.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some monsters on his team. Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, which was a sleeper pick. I didn't even think about Andre the Giant. Yeah. And Yokozuna.
Yeah.
That is a redonkulous lineup.
Yeah. What lineup would be that?
John Cena. John Cena, Roman Reigns. There you go.
That is very true.
So they Niche and Matt,
and Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H, yeah. And Shawn Michaels, mid-90s Shawn Michaels. Yeah, get the shovel out. Keep burying.
Keep burying.
I'm
got my shovel.
But so Niche and Matt, they reached out to us on Facebook, where you can find us, facebook.com/Realest Guys PC. And I'm gonna throw it over to Josh because he's got your Twitter picks.
Yeah, Twitter. So we got Epsilon at Epsilon_3. Well, it's 3 eyes, but yeah. I don't know. Sounds like maybe being a pop song or something. I don't know. He says The Rock, HBK, Booker T, Taker, and Big Show.
That's a solid lineup.
It is. It's different. It's unique.
Yeah.
It's not just picking main all-stars from throughout history.
I've got a unique lineup. Wait till you hear mine.
He's definitely has some unique ones. So my favorite out of that, is Booker T. Because Booker T is like one of the largest underdog champions probably in history. Definitely
one of the most underappreciated champions in his time. And, I mean, King Booker. You can't beat that gimmick. He owned that gimmick.
I hated that gimmick, but I was supposed to hate that gimmick.
He owned that gimmick. That was great.
Yes. So, but anyway.
And shout out to Epsilon, because for like a good 20 minutes there, he had me thinking Big E tweeted us.
Yes, same here. Had me messed up.
So shout out to Epsilon on that one.
But I don't think we have Kyle's team. Honestly, I hadn't even put a team together yet. But nonetheless,
my team.
Who's your team?
I have Texas Scott. We're going a little old school first. Texas Scott. All right. We have Starship Coyote, the Diamond Stud, Razor Ramon, and Scott Hall. That would be my 5. They're all the same guy.
I know. That's why it took me a second. But I'm like, I was like, wait. Diamond Stud,
Razor Ramon.
Oh, I was like, oh, you piece of garbage.
No. I mean, I told Kyle that was going to be my team. But in all honesty, if I was to make one, you got to get a good mix of tag team specialists and solo stars. So I'd have the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash on the side. You have to have them on there. I would throw in 1999 Kurt Angle.
Ooh.
Specifically that one. With hair. 2008 John Cena. Because I don't think he went that whole year without losing a match. So I win.
True.
And then, so that'll give me 4. And I'd probably finish it off with we'll go a little blast from the past. We'll get some early 90s Ric Flair. WCW Ric Flair.
Early 90s Ric Flair? Okay. And mine's just going off the top of the head right now. I'm just in the zone, in the mood. If I need a good mixture. I am going with longest world championship title reign in a long time, CM Punk on the team. What years was that? 2012, 13?
What, CM Punk?
Yeah, 2013, 2014.
Summer of Punk, CM Punk?
It was like his historic title reign.
That was that was twice in a lifetime.
It was coming into
twice in a lifetime.
Yes.
When he lost to Royal Rumble to The Rock.
And he lost to The previous year, he lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Okay, so that was WrestleMania 28. No, he lost WrestleMania 29.
Yes.
So that was 3 years ago. I think that was 2013.
Okay, so that's CM Punk.
Okay.
I'm going to have on the team. Just complete. He was awesome. I'm going to go with 2001 Rock.
Okay. Hollywood Rock. No, that was the year before Hollywood Rock, yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah. And, man, this is harder. I gotta have Undertaker on it. But...
ABA Undertaker?
No. I'm going with, 1998 Undertaker. He wasn't in the Ministry... It was, like, slightly before Ministry of Darkness, or...
Corporate Ministry?
Or it was before he had like the goatee just down here.
Okay, so he was still Dead Man.
Yes, he was still Dead Man.
He wasn't Corporate Ministry of Darkness.
No, he was like when he was feuding with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
And he was just still the Undertaker with Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Or Paul Bearer.
Paul Bearer. I
Yes.
agreed with you.
So CM Punk, The Rock,
Taker.
I got two more. Man. Thinking, see, Goldberg was one of my favorites, but I don't see him as much as a team player.
You're right.
So I will forego that. I was gonna say that, but no.
I mean, how are you not choosing your boy?
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He eliminated everybody in that match, in that Survivor Series match a few years ago when they were up in Boston at the TD Garden.
That's true. I will go with Roman Reigns.
That's 4.
I need one more.
Mm-hmm.
So CM Punk, The Rock, Taker, Roman Reigns.
You've got Solo. Somebody who's been in the tag team. Not necessarily a tag team specialist, but.
And thinking.
Embrace the hate. Just do it. Just embrace the hate. Kane actually wouldn't be a bad pick for a Survivor Series team.
No.
Now that I say embrace the hate.
You know what? I'm going to pick Kane.
You're welcome.
And not, I'm going to pick was it 96 that he debuted?
97.
Or 97.
97.
The debut Kane, where literally you could punch him and nothing would happen.
Mm-hmm. That's a solid team.
Yeah, CM Punk, Rock, Taker, Roman Reigns, Kane.
I'm going to spitball Kyle's team, and he can correct me if I'm wrong here. But
Squad.
No.
Kenny, Nikki.
The right to censor. Molly Holly. No, I know he's going to have Shawn Michaels, and I know he's going to have Sting on that team. Those are his top 2 favorite wrestlers. I can see him throwing John Cena in there.
Yeah, John Cena.
I can see him throwing maybe Dean Ambrose on that team. No, not Dean Ambrose. AJ Styles.
Yeah, okay.
So Styles, Cena, Michaels, Sting, and his 5th pick is going to be Doink the Clown.
I was going to say Neville.
Oh, Neville, perfect. That's more of a serious pick, but yeah. So Neville, Michaels, Sting, Styles, Cena.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was Kyle's team. Which transitions us now to our picks for Survivor Series. We're going to start with Kyle's picks because he's not here.
Yep.
And they're super simple.
Oh my goodness.
So, you in our group chat, you just send up the match card and have us reply with our picks.
Right.
Here's Kyle's, all in one line. Goldberg and all Smackdown. So the match card is Raw vs. SmackDown women's match, Raw vs. SmackDown tag teams match, Raw vs. SmackDown men's match, The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the IC title, Brian Kendrick versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title, and Brock Lesnar going up against Goldberg. Like I said, Kyle's picks, Goldberg and all SmackDown. He did give the caveat that Kalisto will win by DQ though, so no title change. So those are Kyle's picks. I picked my team first, so you get to make your picks first.
Okay. My pick first, I'm going to start with Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. I'm going to go against my heart, and choose Brock Lesnar, is going to take Goldberg to Suplex City, and just the WWE is WWE, and there's no way that your superhero is going to get over on Brock Lesnar.
Well, this is also another case of WWE versus WCW.
Oh, yeah. So. I mean, freaking Sting comes back. He comes to the WWE to have one of the hugest stars in wrestling history to fight Triple H.
WCW guy versus WWE guy, though.
And Triple H wins. Sting loses. Out of all matches.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
I'm still upset about that. Sting should have won that match and hung up the boots after that match.
The E's gonna E. I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, stupid. And then, so, anyway, Lesnar's gonna win. And Team Raw is going to win the men's. Partly because of what the Undertaker said. He's going to take that Grim Reaper role. And as each member of Smackdown, loses that match, I think the Undertaker is going to go after them and kind of add a little bit more intrigue to his kind of final run, I think it's going to be. So Team Raw is going to win the tag team. I think the women's team SmackDown is going to win. I think The Miz is going to keep his Intercontinental Championship. The title's got to stay on SmackDown because Raw already has their U.S. Championship. And I think Brian Kendrick is going to stay the champ to keep the belt on the exclusive Raw. But I already had my picks before we had our conversation. I think I might be wrong. But those are my picks, and I'm sticking to them.
100% right, or your money back.
Who's the champ right now? Are you still the champ?
Yeah, because we didn't do anything for last pay-per-view.
That's right.
So
we have all had a chance at the championship. And
I think I'm going to retain it. You and I have very similar picks. We differ on a couple of them, on two. So I agree with you, Lesnar's going to win. I agree with you that Team Raw men's division is going to win. I agree with you that Team SmackDown women's division is going to win. I agree with you that The Miz is going to win. Here's where we differ. I think Team SmackDown is going to win the tag team match. They have a younger group of guys as a team. American Alpha, Hype Bros, Brazango. They've got like a younger core. And I think that a lot of this, the infighting that Raw has been breeding, more so here lately, is going to be their undoing. And SmackDown's going to win that match. I have Kalisto winning the championship, and it goes back to our conversation about WWE 205, whatever they're going to call it. This is, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm basing this pick on this new cruiserweight show that'll be on the network that's going to allow more flexibility in terms of cruiserweights maybe moving between the two shows. This is going to be that first step, I believe, in cruiserweights moving between Raw and SmackDown, and the show kind of, formulating, where they won't be exclusive to Raw anymore. So that allows Kalisto to come in, take the championship away from Raw in the interim, but it'll be because it's going to be all focused around this 205 show. But yeah, so we're similar, but it's just Kalisto and the SmackDown and the tag team elimination match that we differ. Kyle he went 100% homer. He was a WCW guy. He picked Goldberg. He's a SmackDown commissioner on this show. He picked all of the SmackDown matches. I mean, he's just a homer. That's all it is. He's just a homer.
All right.
Zero input at all, wanting to break it. Just Goldberg and all SmackDown.
Whatever. So maybe that's why ended up getting stitches.
Hey, snitches get stitches. That's what they say.
Snitches get stitches. Homers get
popped off the domer.
Stitches. No.
On their dome. Dirt.
On the dome dirt.
That was episode 20, guys.
I wonder where he got stitches. He still has a response.
Well, he was at work, so he probably cut himself. That's my guess. Cut some chicken. He probably slipped. Like, seriously, he probably slipped out his hand. He might have cut himself. Dude, I got stitches on the tip of my middle finger, I think it was, because I reached into a box of knives and decided that the middle finger was going to touch the serrated edge one, and just, shredded.
Oh, goodness.
And that was just pressing in on it. He probably just cut himself at work.
Or what if he just was eating too much chicken and bit his finger?
That's racist against fat people. That's not nice, Josh.
Whatever, dude. We're all shaped.
We're all what?
We're all
we're all what shaped?
We're all shaped. That's all I said. Anyway, this is episode 20.
20?
This is the Realest Guys Podcast. Follow us. Subscribe to us. If not, you'll have to fear the dead man.